Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. We're headed out just for a real quick lunch. We have family coming up to visit here on the farm, and they said, we don't want to be no trouble, so let's meet up somewhere real quick and have a quick bite. So we're going to take them up on that offer because we've got canning and calves and all kinds of things going on here. So we're going to take you to one of our favorite, more local spots to grab a burger. So if you're in this area, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I know all about their hamburgers and whatnot. So we're going to take you there. And we're going to talk about the things that just aren't meant to be. It happens in your homesteading journey, especially if you're looking for property. So let's talk about it.
That's the one where the duck is like watering, trying to keep up with the guy.
Here you go, hon. That's yours. You had sweet, didn't you? Sweet tea. There you are. Ma'am, I'm just going to get
People really want me to do Greg Allman and Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
All right, guys, we are at Uncle Gus's here in the 10 Mile area. We are down near Watts Bar Lake. This is a really popular restaurant down here. They were busy today. And that burger, the 10 Mile burger, you make sure you get that and get you some onion rings. You're gonna love it. So we're gonna head back our way and let's talk more about what we mentioned earlier. All right, guys, so we're headed back to the mountain and we're gonna have a family day today, but while we're driving around down in this area, I wanna talk about an important subject. James is driving and I'm filming, and you'll kind of get to see how pretty it is down here. We're gonna go over a dam and you'll see the lake and you'll see the mountains up behind and everything, but nonetheless, we almost moved to this area, the Decatur area actually of Meigs County. I have a video of going to Blythe Ferry. That was one of the main sites for the Trail of Tears, where they put, of course, our beloved Cherokee on the ferry to send them up over to Oklahoma. So I'll link that video so you can see, but this is a gorgeous area. And just right down the road, we literally were within stages of buying a house here. Major interest. And I want to tell you that when you are looking to buy a house in a rural area, whether it's buying land or whether it's buying a home, especially if you have never, maybe you're coming from suburbia like we were, it's very different moving to the country. So you really need to investigate all the things that you have to know about restrictions and property, but mainly what are all the things that you need. Oh, we could have gone down that way. I mean, we're very close. So all the things that come along with buying property in a rural area, because there's going to be things that maybe you're not used to. We've talked about this before. We've talked about, my goodness, we've talked about the restrictions. We've talked about where exactly what are you zoned in and zoned for? What about your septic tank? What is the situation going on with your water? All of these resources, okay? And because of that, that is what stopped that deal for us, because the house that we were looking at was beautiful. It was a really a nice cabin home. We were going to have a large spread of beautiful 18.9 acres. We were very excited. The only drawback is that we're going to go over the dam. The only drawback is that it was on public water. Well, it was up on this huge, massive hill, which we liked. It was very remote, and we enjoyed that. But we did not have a pond. We did not have a pond. We did not have a creek. We did not have well water. So the most logical solution for us was, well, we're going to be adding a well. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do, and eventually we will add a pond once we get moved there. Once we did our research, and this was the deal breaker, once we did all of the research and called people in and spoke with the state and did all the things that we needed to do to find out how much is a well going to cost us. When they started talking about 800 to 900 feet, and we were getting big quotes of upwards of $15,000 to $20,000 just to dig a well, and there's no guarantee that you're going to have a good well, that was a deal breaker for us. That was a warning sign for us that, whoa, this is a little bit more detailed than we understood. Maybe we should wait. So we did. And eventually it worked out that the place that we have now came into our forecast, if you will. And not only did it have so many more resources, we were able to buy the home and the land for a significant price drop compared to this one. So we encourage you to always do your research. You need to know what you're getting into. It's not just about, a house and a big plot of land. You have to know what is around you, what are your resources, what are your goals. If you're going to have livestock, if you are trying to have more of a self-sustainable lifestyle, those things don't just don't pop up. You have to make them happen nowadays. So you need to investigate the time, the money that it is required to make those things happen for you, because they're not always there, and you really don't want to get in a financial sticky situation. So you can go along and you can think that, okay, this is where we're going to be, this is what we're going to do, and we're putting our house up, and we're doing. I mean, that's where we were, and then it was just halted, and we're thankful that it was, because we're so much happier now where we are. So we always encourage you to do your research, because it matters. All right, guys, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. I hope it's a helpful hint. We get a lot of questions about this, about where to move to. I'm looking at land in Tennessee or in North Georgia or in Kentucky, and what can you tell me? And I can tell you this: take your time, do your research, find out what are your goals, how much land do you think you need, what are the things you think you need. I can tell you right now, water is your number one situation. Going through the drought last year, it was a very eye-opening experience for us here, that very quickly you can run out of important resources, so you need to make sure you have them. We'll talk to you soon. We're going to have our guests head back, and we're going to see what are all these big mamas doing out in the field. Y'all take care out there.